So on today's episode, I'm going to install a set of MCA coilovers.
G'day folks, yes, we're starting this build with a suspension upgrade. After serving me well for over 4 years, it's time to trade up from the BC coilovers to these shiny new MCAs. Let's not beat around the bush, let's get started. First, we need to jack it. Let's go. So I've opted for MCA suspension for a number of reasons. First of all, they are an Aussie company. Secondly, I was able to spec the shocks to my needs, and should I need to change spring rates in the future, I can do so fairly cheaply. Also, many of the top cars at World Time Attack were running these, so if you want to go fast, you got to look at what the fast guys do. And lastly, MCA were offering a special at the time I bought these, so I got them at a slightly reduced price. With the car up on jack stands, we can get the wheels off, the bonnet open and the boot out and start unbolting things. In terms of the shocks themselves, these are MCA's XR series shock. I opted for 16 kilograms per millimeter front spring rate, which is around 900 pounds per inch, and for the rear, 9 kilo or 500 pound. Let's get them installed.
So an interesting and nice feature of the coilovers is the customised paperwork that comes specific to my car with my name on it and the details around the suspension that I've purchased.
So the guys at MCA offer a summary on suspension setup. There's specs specific to the car and recommended settings. Details on suspension tuning depending on how the car is driving. Specifics on how to adjust the dampening. And the components of the shock. Well, now that these are installed, we can get the car back on the ground and marvel in the glory. So we're done. It will definitely be some time before we can put these to proper use, but at least they're in the car for now. I'll do an update sometime in the future when I get these properly set up, height adjusted and alignment corrected. As for the moment, there are many other things that we need to focus on before we need to finalise the suspension setup. That's it for today. Coming soon we'll be looking at brakes and getting into the nitty gritty under the bonnet. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.
You can open with YMCAs because they're the best coilovers for price because they're in the budget range that I had money for. YMCA.
That's not what I'm going to do.